Did you know that more than half of retirees move to a new home after they retire? In this part 2 video about relocating in retirement, I'm going to share 7 steps for how to plan your actual move. In case you're new, I'm Cyn Meyer, the founder of Second Wind Movement and a life coach for older adults who are striving to turn their retirement years into their best years full of purpose and meaning. Once you have that clarity on your sense of purpose and passions, and you've considered the emotional and financial factors that we mentioned in our part 1 video, then it's time for our 7 steps to planning your move in retirement. Starting with number 1, further research potential destinations. As I mentioned in the part 1 video, a big part of your dream retirement life is finding a home situation that suits your new identity and your passions and purpose in retirement. It's hugely important to find clarity first before committing to a bigger relocation decision. So I encourage you to find clarity first on your ideal lifestyle and your retirement purpose and passions, and then have that inform your dream location. And if you want help with this foundational first step of finding clarity before moving, check out our resources below this video. I will leave links to helpful finding clarity resources in the description. Either way, before physically relocating, it's all about research. And then the more clear you get, research again. Basically, put on your investigator hat and start your inward quest for your ideal, most authentic retirement identity, and then match that to your perfect retirement destination. Once you've narrowed down your choices, number 2 is visit and explore new areas. With first clarity on your ideal retirement identity, then it's time to plan a visit to your top 2 or 3 destinations. There's no substitute for firsthand experience when it comes to deciding if a city or a town is right for you. So it's worth taking a few days to explore different neighborhoods, visit local attractions, and really get to know the people who are living there. As you engage with the community, ask about the weather changes and what it's like year-round, and go beyond the visitor vacation experience. Get deep into the local culture and the environment. And the more that you can get out of vacation mode and into living local mode while visiting, the more that you'll capture a realistic glimpse of what it's really like to live there. Number 3, make a budget. I mentioned financial considerations in our part 1 video, so now it's time to dig a bit deeper and actually make a budget. Calculate all of the costs associated with your move, including transportation, housing, and then living expenses. And then go beyond that to make sure that you have enough to cover all the long-term basics, like healthcare, groceries, and regular bills. In case you're curious about where movers spend their budget, here is a breakdown of the moving industry's revenue. 69.6% moving costs, 20.3% storage costs, 7.5% packing and packaging costs, and 2.7% is miscellaneous. In case you find it helpful, we dive into a deeper retirement budgeting framework with 6 specific account categories to follow that'll keep your finances in check. I'll also leave a link to that content in the description below this video. And then number 4, decide on housing. Whether you choose to downsize or move to a bustling retirement community, there are so many options to consider, so it's important to choose a home that fits your specific needs and lifestyle. This is definitely where finding clarity first comes in handy. So determine what you want from your living situation, like ownership, privacy, shared space, freedom to do projects, access to amenities, or proximity to shopping centers or public transportation. Whatever it may be, the more research that you do, both internally and externally, the more confident you'll be in making the right move. And if possible, it might be worth renting before committing to a long-term lease or a purchase, which will give you a chance to do a test run and feel it out first. And then step number 5 is one of my favorites because of what it uncovers for people, which is to declutter. While it's often the most dreaded part of the whole moving process, there are so many benefits that come with decluttering. The most obvious being you don't want to drag around all your belongings to your new home. So paring down all your possessions will not only help you save money on moving costs, but if you sell some of your items, there's even more financial benefits. Plus, it'll also allow you to downsize and simplify your new living space. And decluttering gives you an amazing opportunity to match your outer world with your inner world, which is your new identity in retirement. It's a big chance to let go of the attachments and all that conditioning that no longer serves you in your new life phase, so that you can really embody your new identity and retirement purpose without old baggage and old blocks. Research shows that decluttering increases your focus and concentration and also saves you time scouring for lost items. And I cannot tell you how many times I've seen physical decluttering translate to mental decluttering, where people clear out space for more new aligned things to flow in, whether it's creativity, new projects, new relationships, or new growth. Declutter can really make that happen. And number 6, time to move. Now that you've done all your research and planning, it's time to actually move. You may want to take the DIY route and pack up all of your belongings yourself, or you can enlist a professional moving company to handle it for you. Either way, make sure that you plan ahead and give yourself enough time to move safely and securely. And in case you're curious about which months of the year are best for moving, 60% of people move during the summer months between May and August. And finally, number 7 is settle into your new home. You made it. It's time to settle in and enjoy your new home and all that exploration that your new neighborhood offers. Remember to take your time and allow yourself to unpack in pieces, mentally and physically. So be intentional about how you want to set up physically inside your new home, and this also goes for outside your home too. Take the time to get acquainted with local attractions, meet some of your neighbors, and of course try out some amazing restaurants, do all of it. According to most psychologists, it takes around 21 days to settle into a new home. And like anything worthwhile, when you take your time to be totally present and enjoy the process, the more grounded and clear you will be. Moving in retirement is an exciting opportunity to discover new places, make lifelong memories, and start anew in a way that's totally aligned with your authenticity. Here's a recap of 7 steps for moving after retirement. Number 1, research potential destinations after you have clarity on your sense of purpose and your ideal lifestyle, of course. Number 2, visit and explore new areas as a test run. Number 3, make a budget for your move and new cost of living. Number 4, decide on housing specifics. Number 5, declutter and allow space for the real you in this new phase to come through. Number 6, time to move physically. And number 7, settle into your new home. May you do everything in your power to first know your true identity in this phase, which is meant to be different than any other life phase, by the way, and have that inner world then reflect in your outer world and your new retirement location. Thank you so much for being here and striving to be your best during retirement. We need more people like you to help shift our culture to be better. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment on this video. Every engagement that you make with our videos helps us do our job better of creating helpful content for this important audience of older adults. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.